Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, and yes, I do have credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. Intuitive friends, if you're watching after the live stream and you would like to take part in the free 5-minute mini readings, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, then turn on your notification bell, and then turn your notification alerts, all connected to my channel. That being said, intuitive friends, welcome back to another live. If you attended yesterday's live, okay, 5/21, okay, May 21st, yesterday, then I will not be adding you to the list. But if you didn't have an opportunity to take part in that live 5-minute mini readings, then of course you are more than welcome to join us today. Now, we do have a few people already on the list. I am only taking the first 5 subscribers and the first 3 members. For those of you who are interested in membership tiers, I do have 3: tier number 1, tier number 2, and tier number 3. All you need to do is click on that join button and watch the video. And that video explains all the perks connected to all the tiers. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, welcome back. Remember, I'm only taking the first 5 subscribers and the first 3 members who have not received a free 5-minute reading yet. Please remember, intuitive friends, that all the messages that I channel here on my channel, whether it's content that's uploaded or whether it's a live reading, it's all for entertainment purposes only. All right, intuitive friends. So far here on the list, I have Arcane Soul Tarot, Anaya, Lovely 1111, and Moving Forward. I have 1 space available for that 5th person who would like to take part in the reading. What's going on here? Sorry, intuitive friends. I'm trying to see what's going on here. All right, there we go. I see everyone here. All right. Welcome, T. Let's welcome one of our members. Welcome. All right, so at number 1, I have Arcane Soul Tarot. At number 2, I have Anaya 2346. At number 3, I have Lovely 1111. At number 4, we have Moving Forward. We still have 1 open slot for a subscriber. And then on my membership list, we have T. Welcome, T, to the channel. So, of course, more people will come and stop by as time progresses. I am normally not on this early. I was actually going to get on earlier. I usually tend to come in a little later, but we do have people from different time zones and different parts of the world where it's early here in New York City, but it is 9:20 p.m. somewhere else. You know, it's 9:20 a.m. in New York, and it'll be, of course, 9:20 p.m. somewhere else. So there you go. All right, intuitive friends, let's review the important guidelines. And then I'm going to start with 1 member, 1 subscriber, 1 member, 1 subscriber. All right, intuitive friends, let's review the following. Please remember, intuitive friends, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And please remember that readings should never replace professional, licensed, medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice, or professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment purposes only and are not replacements for getting licensed professional medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice. Remember, intuitive friends, that tarot serves as guidance, not fixed predictions. Your free will and choices ultimately shape your journey. What you choose to do with the insights given for entertainment purposes only is always within your power, your responsibility, and your free will. That being said, let us start the readings for today, starting with T. Hello, T. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much, T, for being part of the membership tier. And let's take a look at what energies may be surrounding you at this moment in time, what your guides want you to know at this moment in time for entertainment purposes only. All right, let's see what's coming through for you, T. T3401. What's coming through for you? What energy may be surrounding you at this moment in time? What your guides want you to know at this moment in time for entertainment purposes only. Now, remember, if the messages don't resonate right now at this moment in time, they may resonate at a later time. Ooh, we have the Wheel of Fortune popping out for you, T. So that's good. Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter, known as the planet of good luck and expansion. So it looks like something is improving in your life. Something is progressing. If you don't see it now, it may be coming in. Wheel of Fortune, something is getting better or getting right back on track. Wheel of Fortune is very much connected to fate, to destiny, okay? To the unexpected, all right? Or things going back into flow. So this could be in any area in your life. Let's see what else. What does this say here? It says unpredictable cycles of life, fate, good luck, turning point. Yeah, I never read what the card says, but just wanted to give you more insights there. But yeah, exactly what I just said. Turning point here. Turning point for improvement, for progress, or an opportunity that may be coming in unexpectedly. Now, in this deck, the Wheel of Fortune shows different people, okay? Or shows a group of people. This is a more contemporary deck. So this opportunity, there's a possibility that could be coming in through a person or through an environment, okay? Doesn't have to be, but it could. Okay, so it may come through. What are these people doing here? They're chit-chatting, they're meeting. Yeah, it could come like through a meeting someone, and so forth. Let's see, T, what else is coming through for you, my dear. More details with the Wheel of Fortune. You have the High Priestess. Your intuition is key. Okay, your intuition is key. Okay. High Priestess is the energy of intuition. It is the energy of being able to be guided through your own inner knowing, through hunches, your gut level feeling, your divine yin energy. Okay. So if I were you, I would pay attention to dreams. I would pay attention to those ideas that may come to your mind unexpectedly. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So there could be unexpected downloads, messages, dreams, visions through your meditation, or just some type of sacred knowledge or information coming through your six senses, whether that's claircognizance, clairvoyance, claritangency, clairsentience, okay? There are many of them. Mediumship, okay? So you paying attention to your intuition and not repressing it or not following your inner knowing is going to allow you here to have an amazing opportunity in some way, shape, or form. This could also be, it's very interesting because it just came through right now, where I said that there are a lot of people here in this Wheel of Fortune card. It is a contemporary deck. Now, it could be people in the 3D world, meaning your friends, family, social circles, or professional circles. But because intuition is here, or I should say the high priestess is here, this could also be your ethereal network, your guides, your higher self, okay, your ascended masters, your guides here, giving you some type of insight unexpectedly, okay? So let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. Up next, we have Arcane Soul Tarot. Arcane Soul Tarot, you are up next. Let's see what else is coming through for you, T. Very beautiful reading. I mean, Wheel of Fortune, like I said, there's something that's moving forward. There's something that is in flow or back and flow. This could also be you getting back into your flow, trusting your inner oracle, trusting your inner knowing, and not just kind of, oh yeah, I got that hunch or that hint, but actually following through with whatever the insight may be. Okay. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you, my dear. You have the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Communication. Exactly what I said. I'm not surprised. I said, High Priestess, your ability to sync and link with your intuition, your gut level feeling, your hunches, your guides, the ethereal network, your higher self. Remember the throat chakra, yes, it's about communication that we speak, but it's also the communication we receive because the ears are part of that throat chakra area. Okay, so it's you being able to listen to subtle sign, symbol, synchronicities, for you to be able to accept and receive the messages and the communication that may be coming in through the divine, fate, the universe, your circle of friends, or your professional circle. So not doubting the messages or not doubting what you are syncing and linking with. Because when there is a clear communication, then we're in more of awareness of being able to decipher or pay attention to those sign, symbol, synchronicities or serendipitous events. Last but not least, okay, so this just went bling bling. All right, so you want a super reading. All right, awesome. Because I was about to close your reading right now, so perfect timing. All right, let's get more details here. Okay, let's get more details in connection to the three cards that are here. Wheel of Fortune. Let's see what's coming through here. More details here with the Wheel of Fortune. Thank you so much, T, for making it a super reading. Wheel of Fortune. Wow, look at that. Validation, confirmation. Didn't I just say when you are in a meditative state or in doing a meditative activity or when you are sleeping, you may be getting some sign symbol synchronicities. If I were you, I would have a little journal or a little notebook right next to your bed. If you don't have it already, you should have it, especially during this time where there is a higher probability of you being able to receive messages through your six senses, including and not limited to dreams, meditation, okay, or other ways your six senses are developed already. It could also include mediumship. It could include using divination tools. So the world, or I should say, the intuitive world is your oyster. Okay. So, time for a nap, in order for you to come into a deeper awareness or be able to connect deeper with the messages that may be coming through already for you and may continue to come for you or towards you, making sure that you dial down your internal noise and that you also dial down the external noise so that you're able to sync and link. Okay? So, Wheel of Fortune there coming through for you. High Priestess. Let's see what else is coming through. Keeping tabs. Okay? Keep your eye, not obsessively, but I shouldn't even say keep your eye. Well, I'm getting two things. I'm getting your third eye chakra, and I'm seeing someone laying down and placing either an amethyst in their third eye chakra or maybe a clear quartz in their third eye chakra space and clearing the third eye while listening to the third eye chakra solfeggio frequency. Okay, so that's number one. The second thing that I'm getting is just being in awareness. Being in awareness. And what's interesting is that I mentioned a journal or a notebook. And here we have several journals or notebooks or books in general. So if you've been curious to explore, or if you've been curious in expanding the maybe developed sixth sense that you have already, or maybe there's a sixth sense that's coming in, that's coming online for you, you may be during this time be very curious in finding out more information, in learning more, either how to develop that sixth sense, or maybe here even exploring the possibility of past lives, if that makes sense to you. Okay. So if there's this sense of wanting to explore some type of sacred knowledge or esoteric arts or esoteric science and knowledge, astrology, past lives, sound healing, different divination tools, let's just say, or anything in the realm of intuition, explore it. Because you may be waking up, or there may be a specific intuitive ability that is coming online, that's waking up. And whatever this may be, whether it's a new sixth sense or a sixth sense that is already very well developed, there's a possibility that you're going to get some type of information. Now, remember, the information or the blessing or good luck or expansion of awareness could come through a conversation with someone that you know in your social or professional circle. But it could also very well be coming through not just conversations with people in the 3D world, but also the connection that you have with your higher self. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. Very, very beautiful reading. It feels like a very spiritual reading for you here. So very nice. Your guides, look at that. You got secret admirer, or you got a vase. Now, everyone is different, and I'm not saying that you should or you have to, okay? Because everything is a choice. But if you happen to have an area in your home where you like to keep it as a sacred sanctuary, little area where maybe you meditate, pray, place flowers for your ethereal realm as a form of thank you, then this is a great opportunity to do that. If you don't, but that sounds like, wow, you know what? I haven't placed fresh flowers in my home in a while. You should. There's a high vibrational energy that having fresh, live flowers brings to an environment. Okay. And if you are interested in learning more about, gee, you know, I'm being called to have a specific flower, find out what that means spiritually. Okay, because there may be this kind of like, yeah, I'm like, there's this like special connection with flowers or something like that. Okay, so that's coming through. And that could, you know, you don't have to announce it, you don't have to have like, you know, a lot of spiritual stuff in that corner if you don't want to. It could be a secret kind of nod to your ethereal realm. You know, maybe you want to put a couple crystals around it, or maybe you don't want to put any crystals. Maybe you want to place a glass of water next to it. Maybe, you know, whatever, you know, floats your boat. But there's a sense here of giving a kind of quiet nod here, okay, to your guides. All right. Or saying thank you. Could be a form of appreciation as well. All right, last but not least, T, let's see what else is coming through for you, my dear. All right, that did a little peekaboo, but didn't flip over all the way. All right, let's see what your guides want you to know. Up next, we have Arcane Soul Tarot. Open up. Remember, I just said validation confirmation. There could be a possibility that one of your six senses, or that's either coming online that you're opening up towards, or that is expanding or developing even more. Okay. I'm also getting opening up to other like-minded souls. So maybe joining a community, a social network where spirituality or the esoteric arts and sciences or astrology or whatever it is that you're into in regards to the esoteric area, you may want to be open up your networking, social networking with things and people who are equally sensitive in their intuition or their sixth senses. So you have here open up. Open up says, do not fear to feel the emotions and intentions of others. You may also be an empath, by the way. You are being called to embrace the goodwill of those around you, for only in trust can the deeper beauty of life reveal itself. When you release fear and doubt and accept the care of others, whether in the 3D realm or whether it's your guides or your ethereal network, the universe will respond in unexpected ways. Validation, confirmation, the wheel of fortune with the time to take a nap. Okay. It says leading you forward to a richer life experience. T, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, continue to subscribe. And I want to say thank you, T, for being part of our membership tier. Greatly appreciate it. All right, intuitive friends. I hope these messages, T, have been insightful. Don't forget, drop a rose if it makes sense, or if you feel it resonates. If it doesn't resonate right now at this moment in time, it might resonate in the near future. Up next, we have Arcane Soul Tarot. Of course, I'm going to take a quick look and see what's going on in the chat. But Arcane Soul Tarot will be next. And as a reminder, intuitive friends, remember I do one member, one subscriber, one member, one subscriber. Okay. All right. So after Arcane Soul Tarot, we will see if there's anyone here who is a member. If so, you are going to be placed in the membership list. After moving forward, meaning the subscriber whose name is moving forward, I do have one last and final opening. Although I could add one or two more people because it doesn't seem like it's too crazy or busy today. So maybe because it's like super early on my end, but yeah, on my side of the planet. But all right. So let's see what's coming through. Okay, wait, not what's coming through. Let's see what's going on in the chat. All right, let's take this and all right. Hello. Wow, lots of people are here. Awesome. Hello. She Big But Cute. Tamika, welcome. Butterfly, welcome. Who are part of the membership tier. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Let me see what's going on and then we'll continue. So we have moving forward. And then after moving forward, we have light 11. Okay. Light 11, you are at number 5. Okay. So I'm adding you here. Okay. I have one more space here for number 6. Number 6. All right, so we're going to close that. All right, we're going to close it there. For members, we have, give me 1 second. We just finished with T. And looking in the order here, we have Butterfly at number 2 for member and Tamika for number 3. All right, Tamika, you're here on that list. All right, let me close the session. Intuitive friends, thank you so much for, by the way, my tier 3s, I placed in the, hold on 1 second. Let me just make sure that's up there. Okay. I placed in the membership community, in the membership posts, that tomorrow at 8 o'clock, I'm doing your 15-minute you ask and I answer. Okay. So make sure that you come in for that. It's going to be at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Okay. If you can't make it, just write a little note there in the membership comment. because the only other day that I can make up a session for someone would be Sunday. And then after that, it's going to be super complicated. So it's already going to be June by that point. So for those of you who are tier number 3, Oracle of Revelation, your 15-minute You Ask, I Answer reading is coming up tomorrow. Okay? All right, intuitive friends, let's continue with our readings. Let's review the list because now I have a clear picture of our list here. So I just finished with T. Again, thank you so much, T, for being part of the membership tier, along with Butterfly and Tamika. Thank you, thank you. So we just finished with T. Now I'm going to go to Arcane Soul Tarot. After Arcane Soul Tarot, I'm going to jump to Butterfly, who's a member. And then after Butterfly, I'm going to jump up to Anaya 2346. When I finish with Anaya, I'll jump back into the membership list and give Tamika her reading. And then we have Lovely 1111 moving forward and Light 11Q4D. Okay? So that we've got that settled, let's continue with our reading. Up next, we have Arcane Tarot. Hello, Arcane Tarot. Thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. Thank you so much for stopping by and being part of the Lexa Tarot community. Intuitive friends, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. That's important. That lets YouTube know that you are interested in the content that I provide. All right, Arcane Soul Tarot, let's see what's coming through for you, my dear. Just a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. These messages are for entertainment purposes only. Let's see what your guides want you to know, what energy may be surrounding you at this moment in time. Arcane Soul Tarot. Ooh, Page of Coins, Page of Pentacles. Right now, at this moment in time, you could be in a very much either have this energy surrounding you, or maybe you're already in this energy where you've already started to build. Pages are about the beginner mindset. Granted, pages are also about messages, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay? Pages, the beginner mindset. You're either starting to think or starting to place more resources, whether those are tools or resources, in building something up, an idea. The building up could be going to school, getting more information, reading, watching videos, okay, attending master classes, licensure, certificate, whatever it is, but it's a leveling up, so to speak, okay? Page of Pentacles could also be very much connected to studying something. So looking at something closely, studying, getting more knowledge, getting more information, or investing more into something that is valuable to you, something that is meaningful to you. Now, pages are also very much connected to messages. So you may be getting a golden nugget advice, suggestion, okay? Maybe someone sharing some sort of valuable knowledge, information, conversation, because sometimes that happens. We get into conversations with people and then it's like, hey, you know what? I'm happy I had that conversation because now I understand something better, or it just gave me an idea to build on something. Okay. So there may be a solid foundation or a solid beginning that either you're manifesting or that you may be exploring or building or securing or solidifying. Okay. With the Page of Pentacles. This could be a business, a project. This could be in any area of your life. This could also be your finances. Okay. If you're investing a little different, or that you're starting to save more effectively or efficiently. Okay? So this could come through in many different ways. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you here, Arcane Soul Tarot. Give me more details here on this Page of Pentacles. I feel that you understand here also, Arcane Tarot, that whatever it is that you are building does require consistency. So there's this sense of maybe continuing something that you may have already started in the past or recent past, okay? So this could be the continuation of that. You have here, I mean, look, Ace of Wands. What a beautiful message here for you. Ace of Wands, you're inspired, driven, motivated. Okay, you have a passion for something here. And the something could be an opportunity, a person, an idea, a tool, a resource. But there's this connection between your passion and your drive and whatever it is that either you're continuing to build or solidify or secure, or what you may start. Maybe you're starting something. Again, it could be study, it could be going back to school, getting more certifications, maybe learning through videos, reading material, or maybe you are constructing something, creating something. But whatever it is, it's tangible. It's in the 3D world. We're talking about Pentacles energy. So your insight of wanting to create a solid foundation or continuing to build something solid for yourself is creating or maybe even allowing you to expand the opportunity to continue to build this with your sense of ambition and drive. Remember, Wands energy is fire energy, it's yang. So you're going to be proactive in whatever it is that you are slowly building or that you're slowly continuing to create more structure or more of a solid foundation. So the Ace of Wands is that opportunity that the universe may be presenting to you in different ways. Remember, those opportunities could come through a person, a conversation. It could come through an idea. It could come through something that you've been studying for a long time or reading or natural inquisitive curiosity type of energy that may spark your desire and your passion through something, okay? But there is this beautiful energy of this new direction that could be at play for you. Now, the new direction could also be relocation through either job or home or something that you see at a distance, okay? Could be career related, doesn't have to be, but we do have Wands and Pentacles energy, so it could be leading in that direction. Financial constraints, okay, with the root chakra. Super important that your foundation is solid. Now, when I say foundation, doesn't necessarily have to do with money, but it could be something of value that you feel that you may be lacking at this point. Hence the reason why the page is here, Page of Pentacles. So a new mindset is needed in order for you to stop fearing the change, get out of the unmotivated or perhaps situation, circumstance, or event that may have occurred, or the lack of basic needs that you feel that you may either have now or have had in the past or recent past. And it could be a motivator, right? So the financial constraints could be, I went through this experience and of losing my job, losing hours, losing money, struggling, whether financially or struggling in any other way. And there's this, I don't want to get back to this. I don't want to ever have to experience that. So when and if you get a little bit stressed and you feel a little out of balance or out of sorts, because the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands is very positive energy. So if you are in this energy right now, this is talking about flipping the switch. I'm going to tell you how to do that. But if this is a past event that you're afraid to have to deal with again, then that's something, if you're experiencing that now, I'm going to talk about how you tweak that. Because fearing this lack of constraint, financial constraint, right? Lack of basic needs can create a fear mindset rather than a creative mindset, rather than going and connecting with your passion, your drive, because fear is going to override this beautiful energy here. So if there are times where you feel that you are struggling with that mindset, this is the reason why the first chakra is here. The first chakra is the first energy, body energy center that starts from the root or from the base of the spine. And the root chakra is responsible for our stability, feeling stable in our basic needs, meaning work, money, home, food on the table. So if there are times you kind of get into this beautiful positive energy and then go back to this, and there's that flip-flop type of energy, this is talking about you needing to give more energetic alignment to your root chakra. So at the beginning of your day, before you get out of bed, listening to the root chakra solfeggio frequency and realigning yourself for maybe about 5 minutes. You put in your ear pods, your headset, and just listen to that 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, close your eyes and allow that solfeggio frequency to bring your root chakra back into alignment. Okay. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you. Arcane Soul Tarot. I know I went a little bit over those 5 minutes there, but there was a lot here coming through for you. You have trust yourself. Look at that. Trust your ability. Trust your intelligence. Trust that you have the power to build anything that you are building or continuing to build, structuring, stabilizing, growing, or moving towards. Okay. Consistency is important. Okay. And patience is important when we're talking about Pentacles energy. Okay. Trust yourself in the passion that you may be experiencing, or the motivation and the drive that you may be connecting with yourself. Okay. And pay attention to how that may show up in your world. Okay. Because aces are opportunities, but you got to be aware of what those are. So trust yourself says you are called to show courage by trusting your own judgment. See, not second guessing yourself. It says many voices in your life may try to make you doubt your choices. Validation, confirmation on the financial constraints that I was telling you earlier. There are times that may be your mind, your perception, or your fear may try to get the best of you, therefore creating instability in your first chakra, your root chakra. It says many voices in life may try to make you doubt your choices, but only you truly understand your genuine desires. Desire, Wands energy, Yang energy, proactive energy. Okay, your inspiration and drive. It says each decision you make is a reflection of your self-trust. Wow, what a message here for you. Talk about validation, confirmation. Arcane Soul Tarot, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Please feel free to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls. Up next, we have Butterfly. But first, intuitive friends, welcome for those of you who are new to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or if you're interested in learning more about my credentials, then take a look down below in the description box, okay? All that information is there for you. That being said, intuitive friends, up next, we have Butterfly. Intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at your June readings. They're already there in your monthly playlist. I also have those of you who may be in a long distance relationship. I can't remember if I did my singles readings already, but I would have to check and see. If I didn't, I will be doing those today for June, of course. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. Don't forget, turn on your notification bells and all alerts. I know that there's some type of situation that's going on all across YouTube where many content creators are talking about their subscribers not getting alerts of the uploads of their content or alerts of their lives. So please make sure that you take a good look and manually place those bells and those notification alerts. All right, intuitive friends. Thank you, Arcane Soul Tarot. Hopefully that made sense. If it doesn't now, it may make more sense in the near future. All right, up next, we have Butterfly. Butterfly, thank you so much for volunteering here on the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see what's coming through for you, Butterfly, what your guides want you to know for entertainment purposes only. And thank you so much, Butterfly, for your love, loyalty, and support, and also for being part of the membership Oracle of Revelations here. All right, let's see what's coming through for you, my dear. What your guides want you to know at this moment in time for entertainment purposes only. Nine of Swords. This energy could be something that you're experiencing now or may have experienced in the past or recent past. Nine of Swords. Don't know if you're having restless night's sleep or it's a little difficult to catch a good, restful night's sleep, whether it's because you wake up in the middle of the night, whether it's because, you sleep early, but then wake up in the middle of the night, or there could be something here related to sleep, okay? Whether it's insomnia, whether it's something that may be worrying you, okay? Or kind of like, something's bothering me, but I can't put my finger on it, all right? Nine of Swords is maybe memories from the past, residual energies. It might not have anything to do with what's happening and occurring now. But it could be some type of past life experiences or things that may be. Sometimes I'm getting here that there's this sense of like bleeding through timelines. So if you believe in multiple timelines happening all at the same time, as explained through quantum physics, there may be something here that could be kind of triggering your emotions or your memories of or some type of anxiety or worry here, okay? Because that's what the Nine of Swords is all about, okay? Maybe reoccurring nightmare, reoccurring dream that doesn't feel quite right. So again, it could be that, especially if you're exploring past lives or connecting to like the storylines of your reincarnation or things like that. Sometimes it's not something that's happening now. It could be residual energy from that. If that's the case, remember cutting the cords symbolically or energetically to release yourself from those experiences or that residual energy, okay? You have here Queen of Wands. Again, it feels like this could be a past thing, like I said before. Queen of Wands, you're very much focused and confident in what you're doing and who you are. You're leaning into your emotional strength, mental strength, energetic strength. You have the courage, the confidence to keep moving forward. So, huge contrast from the Nine of Swords energy. Okay. Very passionate about something. So there's this passion, there's this drive, there's this ambition, and the sense of, strong leadership skills or mastery. Okay. Where in this timeline or at this present moment, it's like you're in this energy. And at times you're like, well, how can I like go drastically from this energy of confidence, passion, energy, mastery of being able to connect with my intuition? Because Queen of Wands is very much an intuitive queen. And also be proactive. And then there are times that I'm so opposite of that energy. And again, I feel that there could be multiple timelines, or maybe one timeline or past life residual energy that may be coming in as a little peekaboo type of energy. And it makes sense that it would come now, because this energy of the Queen of Wands would trump the energy of the Nine of Swords. So this is like the perfect time. If this is going to show up, this is a good time for it to show up, because you're in an energy that you can kind of push through this, understand this, connect intuitively to perhaps the why, or the connection to whatever this Nine of Swords may be, because you're in a very confident energy. So if there is a residual energy lingering from fill in the blank, then the Queen of Wands is here giving you that kind of cheering type of energy. It's like your internal cheerleader, okay? Which is a great balance here in this spread here for you, okay? So, Queen of Wands, listen to your intuition, because that's moving you towards a either mindset or kind of how to tackle this Nine of Swords, okay? All right, let's see what else is coming through. Give me more details here. Up next, we have Anaya 2346. Anaya 2346, you're up next. All right. What did I just say? Wasn't I talking about emotional strength, mental strength, energetic strength, physical strength? There you go. You can tackle whatever this is. This Nine of Swords is the Lion, and you, Queen of Wands, you're this. And if you know anything about the Queen of Wands energy, as well as the Strength card in Tarot, it is depicted by an angel pacifying the lion, calming it down. The lion is symbolic of a situation or an energy that you are managing slowly, carefully, and tenderly. Okay? So, makes a lot of sense of what I was picking up at the top of the reading here with the Angel of Strength. So, very, very beautiful energy. You're handling it. Remember, I said a little while ago, this is a good combination if you feel like this is a residual energy of something, because you're in an energy where you can tackle this. You can manage this in a way that is proactive yet tender and gentle. Now, talk about validation confirmation. Wands energy is fire energy, and so is the Strength card in Tarot, which is ruled by Leo. Lionsgate portal is going to be super important for you this year. Okay, so if you work with the Lionsgate portal, coming through already here with that Angel of Strength. Okay, All right, let's see what else. Your last and final card. Anaya, you are up next. It says here, be real, be authentic, be real, continue being you, and keep moving forward. I'm not surprised that that's the case because the Queen of Wands in this more contemporary deck is someone that's standing in her power with a sense of having a strong sense of self, and Queen of Wands is a leader. It's pushing forward. So Be Real says, enough, no more hiding yourself. Loudly voice your inner thoughts. Uphold your truth. When you speak up, you'll enter a higher vibrational level. Okay. I would also, if I were you, work on strengthening your throat chakra. Even if you feel like, oh no, I feel that everything is good. I feel like, my throat chakra is great, but give it a little tweak. Okay. So throat chakra and sacral chakra. Throat chakra and solar plexus chakra. Okay. Solar plexus first, obviously, because if we're talking about the number system, okay, solar plex chakra is the third chakra, followed then further up by the throat chakra. Okay. So if I were you, I would kind of work on those two areas. But yeah, there you go. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share. And thank you so much for being part of the tier 3 here of the Oracle of Revelation here. Okay. Thank you so much, Butterfly. And of course, thank you for always donating your time here to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Okay, my dear. All right, up next, we have Anaya. But before I jump to Anaya's reading, I do want to say, intuitive friends, welcome. Unfortunately, the session is closed, but that is fine. You could join me at a later time. Okay. Whether it's later today or whether it's tomorrow, just make sure you've turned on your notification bell and all alerts. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, take a look down below in the description box. All my information is there, as well as in the chat. Intuitive friends, I want to say thank you to those of you who just subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much for being part of the Lexa Tarot community. Hopefully, I look forward to you taking part in our free mini readings here on the channel. It is a first come, first serve. So making sure that your notification bell and all alerts are manually turned on is going to be super important. All right. Before I jump to the next reading, I do always need to take a quick sneak peek here at the chat. And Butterfly, thank you so much for your volunteer services here as our moderator as well. All right, Butterfly, thank you so much. And let's see, Butterfly. Butterfly wrote, multiple timelines, past lives make sense. Okay, good. I'm happy that made sense too, because that's how it was coming in on my end. It is residual energy lingering. Exactly. That's what I was picking up. My intuition is becoming even more heightened. Wonderful. That's great. And you wrote, I've had lifetimes in the constellation of Lyra. Okay, perfect. Because that's, it's funny because I want to say the last couple of readings that I've had with you, it's like that's come up, like Lionsgate Portal, Lion. Okay, you're right. The Lyrans. Okay, so you're very much on point with that. That makes a lot of sense there. You wrote, thank you so much. You're very welcome. All right. Thank you so much, Butterfly. Up next, we have Anaya, 2346. I want to say thank you to our members, and I want to say thank you to those of you who have turned your reading into a super reading. So I greatly appreciate it. And that today has been T. And of course, the members who are part of my membership tiers, thank you so much. And for those of you who are stopping by and getting your free readings. All right, Anaya, come on down, my dear. It is your moment. Okay. All right, and Twitter friends, don't forget to take a look at the uh, pinned comment. The session is closed, but you can come back tomorrow. I don't know. I have to check to see what's up here on content, because I'm not sure if I did the singles reading or the couples reading. So I might catch up on that today. All right, let's see here what's coming through for Anaya. Anaya 2346, thank you so much for being part of the Lexa Tarot community and family. Let's see what's coming through for you, my dear. Anaya 2346, what your guides want you to know at this moment in time. For entertainment purposes only. Anaya 2346. Let's see what's coming through for you. Remember, if these messages don't resonate now, they may resonate at a near future. You have the Death card with the Two of Cups, okay? You also have the Queen of Pentacles here right behind it. But Death card in Tarot, number one, scorpionic energy, Scorpio energy, water. So whatever this may be about, whether it's something that may have occurred in the past or recent past, or whether this isn't a current energy you are experiencing right now at this moment in time, the Death card is about a cycle ending, the ending of a cycle, the transition from one end to getting yourself back on track to start something new. Okay. Remember that the Death card in Tarot is followed up by the Temperance, which is the balancing, the moderation, the equilibrium, bringing things back into alignment. Okay. Creating a sense of alchemy. So there was a change that occurred, an ending that needed to happen in order for an important transition or important change or a new beginning to come through. So whether you chose to have a breakup, separation, divorce, or an ending of some sort, or whether it was chosen for you as a learning or stepping stone here, the Death card in Tarot is saying you're now in a better energy. Or if you're not in the Two of Cups of energy yet, that may be unfolding for you. Two of Cups is an energy of deep emotional connection between you and someone else. Now, this could be romantic, but it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a deep emotional connection to the people that you work with at work, with your career, with the clients, the rapport that you have between you and others. This could be with friends, family, and loved ones, but it could also very well be with friends as well. Or if you are in a relationship or in a partnership, this is talking about the mutual emotions between you and this person, whether this person is a new person after the breakup, separation, or divorce, or whether there was some type of reconciliation where some sort of break was needed and then kind of realization took place and then coming back together with the Two of Cups. Okay. So whatever or whomever this Two of Cups represents in your life at this moment in time could be you and someone else, or it could be you and an aspect of your life. So this very well could be you. So sorry. You and feeling more comfortable in your career or getting along better with friends, family, or loved ones. Okay. This is the mutual respect and the rapport that you have with others and that others have with you. But there's an equality, there's a commonality here. Okay. Two of Cups is two people also that share the same emotion, although they may be very different from each other. So there is that yin yang energy. One person could be stronger in one skill, and the other one may be a little weaker in that skill, but together they make it work, and vice versa. Okay. Now, that's the conversation if there is someone in your life. If there isn't anyone, sorry, if there isn't anyone, if you are single, this is talking about you leaving a breakup, separation, or divorce and moving to a possibility of connecting with someone who is more compatible with the you that you are right now at this moment in time. Okay. So you needed the break and the being by yourself for quite some time before allowing yourself to be ready for the opportunity of meeting someone here. Okay. This someone could come across as a friend or someone new that you are, going to meet. This person may be a little bit uh, um, different than you. Okay. And I do feel, especially here with the death card, that if you are single, it's been for quite some time. Okay. But it's been needed. Okay. You've needed that. You've needed that to reconstruct and maybe bring new standards, new ideas, new perspectives, and solidify those before you're open to a new relationship or a new connection. So let's see what else is coming through for you. Give me more in regards to the Death card and the Two of Cups. There may be an opportunity coming up for you, okay? It may be over the summer, or it may be, I'm getting like water season here. Doesn't have to, but it could, or the person could be a water sign in some area on their astrological natal chart. Not only am I getting Scorpio here, but you also have cups. So Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces in some areas of their astrological natal chart, or maybe this is talking about your astrological natal chart, okay? Blossom, what did I say? Didn't I say there's an area of your life that's very much connected to you wanting to expand and be more ready for a more compatible rapport, whether that be in your love life, career, family, sector, friends, or whatever this is. Blossoming in abundance. Something is going to take time because, as I said, okay, this is a slower moving energy that I'm picking up here, okay? Because, and for whatever reason, I don't know if this is the case, but you can tell me in the chat if you'd like. This death card feels like it's been a kind of like maybe even like a dry spell, right? Or a time of like something collapsed. It was brutal emotionally, and therefore you may have needed quite some time to readjust certain things emotionally for yourself before allowing yourself to open to a new possibility. I feel that there may be a blossoming or an opening up, a growth here, not only emotional growth, but a blossoming here of being more open to. Now, I do have a divine counterpart affirmation free on my channel. If you take a look at the energy healing and affirmations playlist, you will find there divine counterpart affirmation. Great tool, okay? Great free tool if you are looking for it. I'm not saying that you are, but if you are more open to love, then that would be a great opportunity for you to just, do those affirmations throughout the week. Okay, maybe 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Get yourself in that alignment because Two of Cups is being open to the possibility. I do feel that whomever or whether it's a friend that you may meet. I don't feel it's going to start very much like, oh yeah, we want to date each other. It's going to come across as like friendship first. It's going to blossom into something more. But this person may be a little bit different than what you are used to. Okay, there may be a little bit different in your preferences, or is if it's not you, it's the other person. But I'm getting this sense of like differences here. Now, interesting, because I was talking about water energy, which I've been feeling since the top of your reading. Scorpio here, and of course, Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And here in blossoming, there's more water again. I feel that there may be a possibility that over the summer, there's a little picnic here. Again, if you live somewhere where it's not summer now, I feel that it could come in the season of warmth or summer, the hot season. But I'm getting this energy here of something opening up for you in that way. Okay. Now remember, blossoming abundance could be talking about money, stability, could be career. Okay. There could be a great opportunity to be part of a team, company, project here over the summer as well. But I'm getting a lot having to do with water here. Water and earth. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn also. Okay, especially with this blossoming abundance. Because it's giving me like Empress energy. Okay. Last but not least, you have here toxic. Interesting. I feel it has a lot to do with that death card. But let's see. It says, someone around you may be brewing deception. Sorry. Someone around you may be brewing deception. I feel that this has to do with the past or recent past. There was some sort of deception here in your past connection or through some experience. Doesn't have to be in love. It could be friends, family, loved ones, or something here. It says, sweet lies that dulled your judgment like poison. It says here, stay vigilant. And the reason why I'm getting here that may have been the case is there was a lot of chemistry between you and the person, or you and the people or situation that this is referring to in regards to the death card. So much so that you felt that by staying longer or by giving more chances, something was going to change your gift. And in reality, what this was a toxic, codependent type of energy, where you felt that by giving more love, attention, or trying to meet someone's expectations was going to change their toxic situation. It really didn't. It just, created more of an issue on your end, which whether you chose it or not, the death card is saying that cycle needed to end. So you cut yourself loose and free from this type of, energy that was not compatible to you, which is why you have the Two of Cups now. Now you're more open for a more compatible energy in whatever area this may be, because now you know how to compare. You know what toxic looks like, and now you are more aware of what healthy friendship, connection, friends, family, loved one, work environment, or love should look like. Toxic said, some people around you are brewing deception. Like I said, that could have been in the past or recent past. Sweet lies that dulled your judgment like poison. Stay vigilant. Don't let these quote unquote good intentions, like I said, become toxins that hinder your progress. Okay. So there you go. Validation, confirmation there. Again, I feel that that's past. Don't let it reoccur in this timeline, because you have here blossoming abundance. Anaya, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to share my YouTube channel link to your friends, family, loved ones, or people that you feel that may benefit from these messages that I channel here on my channel for entertainment purposes only, as well as the content on my channel. That being said, up next, we have Tamika. Tamika is one of our members in our membership tier number 3. Thank you so much, Tamika, for stopping by. But before I jump into Tamika's reading, I do want to say, intuitive friends, thank you to those of you who joined during this live. Greatly appreciated. If you didn't have an opportunity to be part of the session, no worries. I do come and do lives quite often. So just as long, to maximize your first come first serve status, just make sure that you've turned on your notification bell and all alerts. Okay. All right. That being said, intuitive friends, don't forget to take a look at your June readings. Your June readings are already on the monthly playlist. Ooh, actually, this is not the one that I'm using. I'm using this one. Okay. So yeah, make sure you take a look at your June readings. Okay. June readings are up already. And I'll be taking a quick look and see what else I need to post today for June. And again, just make sure that you keep an eye out for that. All right, intuitive friends, let's go to the next person on our list, and that is Tamika. Thank you so much, Tamika, for stopping by. Oh, by the way, I didn't check to see if Anaya wrote something here. Anaya said, single currently looking for someone to settle down. Okay, good. You have the Two of Cups there, so there is a possibility of a friendship blossoming into something more. True, been single for 3 years now. Okay, so there you go. That's that kind of, I felt like a really long energy of being alone for a bit. But that has actually been useful for you. You wrote, my last relationship was horrible. There you go, that toxic energy that was coming through. And you wrote, I am a Cancer rising, validation confirmation again, because I was getting a lot of water energy in your reading. So that makes a lot of sense. You said, thank you. You're very welcome. And I'm happy to see that that made sense for you. Okay, Anaya? All right, up next we have Tamika. After Tamika, we have lovely 1111, followed by moving forward and light 11. Okay, Tamika, welcome back. Thank you so much, Tamika, for being part of the Lexa Tarot channel, but also tier number 3. Okay, the Oracle of Revelation. Thank you so much for being part of that tier. Don't forget, Tamika, that tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, tier number 3 will have their opportunity to get their 15-minute you ask and I answer open-ended question reading. Okay, just make sure that you're able to make it. Sunday would be the only day that I could make it up. So intuitive friends, those of you who are in tier number 3, just make sure that you make it out tomorrow, no later than Sunday. But yeah. All right, let's see what's coming through for you, Tamika. What's coming through for you, my dear? What your guides want you to know for entertainment purposes only. What your guides want you to know, you have the 3 of Cups and the 6 of Wands. This is very beautiful. 3 of Cups with the 6 of Wands is telling me there's some sort of celebration, or you feel really good right now at this moment in time. Whether feeling really good is being invited to celebrations, barbecues, happy moments, okay? Whether it's graduations, whether it's some type of milestones that your friends, family, or loved ones may be going through, or whether it's something that you're just kind of like in a very happy-go-lucky type of energy. The 3 of Cups is this energy of being happy, being in a connection with other people. So it's kind of like a public space or a space where is friends, family, and loved ones. This could be gatherings. This could be, reunions. This could be just having a high vibration energy because you're happy, maybe at yourself for accomplishing something here with the 6 of Wands. So if it's not other people having an accomplishment or inviting you to some type of gathering, this could be you being happy and celebrating your achievements, whatever those achievements may be, whether it's going from step 1 to step 2, whether it's going from step 2 to step 5, but there's a sense here of progress. There's a sense here of being also possibly being recognized by other people. That could be in the professional scene, or it could be in family, friends, or loved ones. So people saying, wow, you seem very happy. Wow, your aura seems very alive and vibrant. Wow, you seem so optimistic. Or, hey, I'm proud of you. Okay, whatever your accomplishments may be. And that could be in anything. It could be a career and finances, but it could be something that you've been striving to do better or become healthier in something. And you're like, wow, my hard work is paying off. And then people are like, yeah, congratulations on that, fill in the blank, whatever that may be. Okay. This could also be you being placed in the spotlight, meaning that it could be some type of reward or recognition that could come from other people. It could be a recommendation. It could be people saying, oh, Tamika's really good at X, Y, and Z. Okay. So people promoting your skills, your ability, promoting something, or being really happy for you and sharing, it's like, you know, uh, what do they say? Oh my God, it's like right on my the tip of my tongue. Um, when other people recommend your services, or when other people are like, oh yeah, you're really good, word of mouth. Okay, so there could be here some sense of like you being known really good for something through the word of mouth. Okay, is how this is coming through as well. All right, Tamika, let's see what else is coming through for you. Now, if you've been going to school or you've been learning something, this could be your achievement of feeling like, wow, I've got this idea down packed, or I got this um, um, idea down packed, or this could be even I have like the plan down packed. Okay. And maybe you're sharing the good news or sharing the update with other people. Okay. Now let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you, my dear. You have, wow, blossoming in abundance. Okay. Something is working out for you, my friend. Something is expanding slowly. I feel that the summer could be an opportunity where something finally feels like it's getting to the masses. Okay. Or more people are finding out, or you may be kind of like letting other people know. This could be social media as well with the Three of Cups, sharing good news or sharing some type of announcement, commercial, um, something like that is what I'm getting here. So very, very beautiful energy. Blossoming in abundance. Remember, it's slow growth. Okay, it's like the Empress in Tarot, where the more work that you put into something, the more abundance and prosperity you're able to harvest later, right? Remember, the Empress card in Tarot is ruled by Venus. So this could be a creative project, or it could be a beauty, something having to do with beauty, growth, could be something having to do with nature, okay, as well. But yeah, looking good. Last but not least, here, Tamika, let's see what else is coming through for you. What is your possible advice? Look at that. This right here wants to just pop out. And this says, stay present. Okay. So, super important for you to stay present. Yes, there's a lot of a celebration or energy where you feel really, really, really good about something, whether the something is reuniting with friends, family, loved ones, like I said with the Three of Cups, whether it's parties, celebration, happiness, okay, just feeling really good and this very high vibing energy, okay? So it's like, I feel good. And I feel that this optimistic energy, along with the Six of Wands, okay, is you really being in the spotlight, but not in like, not only just like maybe announcing or just being in high vibration. It's like your aura, a glow, a natural glow that may be coming through. Okay. And that in of itself, it's like you're surrounded because you feel good. is not just kind of like, oh, I'm just being optimistic in my mind just to be optimistic. This is someone who's really encompassing the high vibration of that energy. Okay. So it's like not only are you feeling it, but you're living it and you're exuding that vibration. Okay. With the Three of Cups and the Six of Wands. Stay present says your thoughts are disconnecting you from reality, avoiding external challenges. So be careful, because sometimes we're on a very high, and then all of a sudden we kind of drop. So don't allow yourself to get into any self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. Okay. Don't let people rain on your parade. It says an unresolved issue has you trapped in mental loops. This could be something that could be coming up. So right now, this energy doesn't look like it's present here, but it could come up at some point, maybe in the near future. So if you feel like you're in this very high vibrational energy, and then all of a sudden you take a nosedive or a dip because of other people, or someone trying to raid on your parade, get back into this energy flow. Okay. It says an unresolved issue may have you trapped in mental loops later on. I feel it says now is the time to face it head on, return to the present, reconnect with the essence of life, and restore balance and clarity. Okay, there you go. There's that person connecting with their higher self, creator, or the divine. All right, that being said, Tamika, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for being part of the membership tier, and I hope these messages have given you some type of clarity here. Congratulations in whatever this may be, because it feels like it's a really, really good energy here, okay? All right. Up next, we have lovely 1111. But before I jump into lovely 1111's reading, I do want to say, intuitive friends, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Remember, I also have membership tiers here with a lot of very good perks, especially if you're the type of person who really likes to get readings. Okay. So my tier number 2 does have a monthly 10-minute reading that is selected by the poll votes. So if that interests you, that is part of tier number 2. And of course, you get all the perks from tier number 1. Also, we have Oracle of Revelation, which is tier number 3. And tier number 3, you get not only the 10-minute monthly reading, but you also get an opportunity to have a 15-minute you ask, I answer reading once a month. All right. So if you want to know more about those perks, just make sure you take a look at the membership box. Click that join button just so that you're able to see the video. And I do have a very informative video talking about play by play what is the feature and the perk of each of the membership tiers. Okay. All right, intuitive friends. All right, let's see if Tamika wrote anything or gave some type of validation confirmation if it applies. And yeah, you did. Okay, hold on one second. So Tamika said, I'm getting ready for my road trip this summer. Plus, I'm coming into something big financially. Bingo, validation confirmation. As I said, blossoming in abundance, it always gives me the energy of the Empress. Empress is ruled by Venus, and Venus does rule career, finances, money, luxury, creativity, beauty. So that makes a lot of sense that there is something that is blooming and expanding for you. So congratulations on that. Very nice. You have, you dropped some roses. So that tells me that this was validation confirmation. You're very welcome. Lovely 1111 is here. Welcome, Lovely. Thank you so much for being here. Tamika, thank you for that validation confirmation. Lovely 1111, welcome back to the channel. Let's take a look here at what your guides want you to know at this moment in time for entertainment purposes only. Let's see what's coming through for you. What possible energy may be surrounding you at this moment in time. Did this? Yeah, okay. It's so funny. I just talked about the Empress. That was the actual Empress card there. All right, a lovely 1111. Let's see what's coming through for you. Lovely 1111, what your guides want you to know right now at this moment in time for entertainment purposes only. And we have here, lovely 1111, you have the Magician and the Knight of Wands. Nice energy, because the Magician card in Tarot is telling me whether it's some energy that you are focusing on right now or in the near future, or maybe something that you've been doing for quite some time. The Magician card in Tarot is ruled by Mercury. So Mercury is the planet of, clarity of the mind, clarity of communication, travel. Also, it is the planet of being a visionary, being very much connected to technology as well. Okay. So the Magician card in Tarot is telling you here, lovely 1111, that you have all the resources necessary to clearly create the reality that you want to live in, or the reality that you want to create, whether it's something that you're building, creating, or thinking about, whether it's a vision, a plan, whether it's something that you are perfecting, or whether it's something that you are expanding on. Now, the Magician card in Tarot is the energy of 1 foot in the 3D world and 1 foot in the divine. So you're able to work with both energies. The energy in the 3D world, okay, meaning work, due diligence, patience, consistency, working with others, putting something into action, as well as the ethereal, your higher self, your intuition, manifestation, prayers, spiritual development, optimism, um, daily affirmations, things like that. Okay. So I'm also seeing like a candle. Interesting. So like a candle being lit and like pouring intention into candle. So I don't know what that's about, but it's coming across as that. So you have two areas of life here, okay? The 3D world and the ethereal. And when you work with both of them, putting action in both, you get something very special, okay? You get the possibility here of being able to connect with your purpose and your power, but also create through intention what you want to see in your day to day life. Okay. You're going to be able to make things happen and, in a way, create a proactive or an action based type of reality. Okay. And both are going to be needed. Okay. 3D world and the ethereal. With the Knight of Wands, it's your passion. So it's not just creating it or being aware of the tools and the resources, but it's using those tools and resources and opportunities as well. 3D realm, like you're doing your due diligence, and the ethereal realm, putting energy and optimism and intention behind it, and moving in the direction where you are driven, inspired, and wanting to move something forward, whether that something forward is a new path, whether it's that you're more confident in yourself, whether it's that you feel more inspired, free spirited, and more open to the possibility of exploration through different means and different ways. Okay, you can have some tools and resources now, but this is talking about maybe you even learning other tools and resources and tapping into that. Okay, so remember, the magician creates their own reality. So you have here the Knight of Wands energy, and that saying here, part of this magician energy is important for you to be confident and be able to get outside of your comfort zone in order to see something expand or your dreams come into reality, into fruition. Okay, so Knight of Wands, very beautiful energy here in liberating yourself from your own fears and your lack of confidence and moving into this I'm ready to expand, to move. Okay, Knight of Wands could also be talking about relocation, whether this is physical relocation of residence or whether this is physical relocation of a job or a location or maybe even a role. Okay, but it doesn't have to be physical relocation. It could be energetic as well. Okay, so you're very much inspired to move in a new direction. You're inspired and driven to try something more, and you feel like, okay, I can take a a calculated risk here because I feel very confident in what energy I am either creating or the opportunity that may be presenting itself. Let's take a look at what else is coming through for you. Wow, fourth chakra. Release anything that may be connected to your heart that at times brings a sense of self-doubt. Okay, self-doubt can reign on this beautiful energy here. Okay, so if you don't have the self-confidence, if you are not brave and courageous enough to trust that the clarity that you are seeing, feeling, experiencing, and you are manifesting here, and that you have the resources and the tools to make something happen, if you are not confident in yourself, then you are shortchanging all this desire and passion that you have in your heart. Okay. Last but not least, 11, lovely 1111. Let's see what else is coming through. Wow, look at that. All right. I didn't even pull it out. It just popped out of the deck here for you. You have Crossroad. Crossroads says here, the universe is calling you to make a pivotal choice at the crossroads of destiny. Didn't I say that? Didn't I just say a little while ago, the magician has one foot in the ethereal? Here's one branch or one tree, and another foot in the ethereal. So one foot in the 3D realm, one foot in the ethereal. In other words, bridging, like this person is doing, you're able to bridge between both worlds. So that's a very, very beautiful energy and power that you have. And you may not either be aware of it, or you may not know how powerful that sense of confidence and feeling, confident in your own skin and your own heart's desires can be here for you. Crossroads says the universe is calling you to make a pivotal choice at the crossroads of destiny. Quietly listen to your inner guidance, dismiss external noise, and feel which path leads you deeper into your soul. Validation, confirmation, and what I was picking up with the Knight of Wands, talking about feeling liberated to move in whichever direction your passion and your heart's desire are moving you towards. Okay. But being a consistent magician is going to be important. It says here, now is the moment for action. Validation, confirmation. I mentioned how the magician is the time for action, as well as the Wands energy, which is about being proactive, and the Knight also talking about movement. So there you go. Validation, confirmation here coming through straight from the top of the reading all the way to the end. Lovely 1111. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Hope to see you next time. All right. Intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. Up next, we have Moving Forward. Moving Forward is up next. But first, intuitive friends, I want to say thank you to those of you who subscribed to the channel today during this live. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget, it is a first come, first serve type of reading here for 5 minutes for free. If you want to add more time, more decks, you could always add a super chat or a super sticker, and then you get more details, more information, and more time to your reading. That being said, intuitive friends, all the readings, whether it's the content or the free live minute readings, are for entertainment purposes only. All right. That being said, intuitive friends, lovely 1111, thank you so much. Let's see if lovely 1111 dropped a note or validation confirmation. Of course, if it doesn't resonate now, it might resonate in the near future. So lovely 1111 said, thank you so much, resonated. All right, awesome. Remember, you are the magician of your world, okay? So please work on that solar plexus chakra in regards to your confidence, okay? So if I were you, I would work on root, sacral, solar plexus, the first three chakras of your energy body, okay? There you go. That being said, moving forward, you are up next. Moving forward, thank you so much for being here. I hope these messages resonate for you. Just a reminder here, moving forward, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And if they don't resonate now, they may resonate at a later point in time. Okay? All right, moving forward, I want to say thank you. Just a reminder, these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And let's see what your guides want you to know or what energy may be surrounding you at this moment in time for entertainment purposes only. Moving forward, let's see what's going on here, possibly in your energy field. And you have here the Eight of Swords with the Queen of Cups and the Emperor, okay? Want to talk about this Eight of Swords, and this may be an energy from the past or recent past, or an energy that at times, or maybe a pattern that you may deal with from time to time. Sometimes you feel like, I'm good, I'm in control, I'm moving forward. And then sometimes there may be a little kind of like sprinkle here, sprinkle there of a little bit of self doubt or self acceptance in something, or being unable to see something clearly. Sometimes you may get caught up in your own head through, overthinking or being overly critical about something. So the reality may be at times very different than what you perceive it to be. Okay. So if at times you do get caught up in your own or trapped in a repeated pattern of limited beliefs or self-sabotaging thoughts, or again, maybe paranoia about something, or critically overthinking, and that energy, this is reminding you to release that. Okay. Because the pattern that you repeat and the story that you tell yourself and the narrative and the script that you tell yourself is what you will believe, even if the reality is very different than what you're perceiving it, right? So it all depends the lens that you see life through. So the Eight of Swords is saying, if at times, or if in the past or recent past, that may have been an issue, this is saying, the Queen of Cups is saying, well, listen, you've mastered the ability to learn to release this, or at the very least, be able to spot it if it reappears or when it reappears. Okay. Queen of Cups energy, there's an emotional maturity, there is an emotional intelligence that you are very much centered towards or have a mastery towards. Remember that the Queen of Cups, yes, it's about tender loving care, it's about compassion, nurturing, empathy, but it's also the Queen of Cups knowing that regardless of what may be happening on the outside, or maybe at times, maybe even in your mind, with critically overthinking something or being overly critical of people, situations, circumstances, or events, that the Queen of Cups has a mastery of her own emotions or their own emotions, meaning it doesn't stray. Okay. The energy of confidence, of calm, cool, connected, of calm confidence does not waver, even when there's certain things that may be kind of coming up in regards to self-sabotaging thoughts or limited belief. She stays calm, cool, collective because she's mastered her insecurities. Her insecurities have changed into feeling very emotionally secure, hence emotional maturity and emotional intelligence. Okay? So, also the Queen of Cups, very much in tune with their own intuition. So, not only emotions or calm, cool, collected, or like I like to say, the calm, confident, but also someone who trusts their intuition, someone that is emotionally secure. So, no matter what external situations, circumstances, or events, is not going to change that calm confidence that the Queen of Cups has. Okay. So, that's this energy here coming through with the Queen of Cups. Now, emotion, calm, cool, confident. And like I said, after the Queen of Cups, you have the Emperor. Rational approach. Look at this. I was just shuffling. Look what just popped out. Okay, exactly what I was talking about, this Eight of Swords, which may be a pattern that sometimes you get caught up in. Okay, doesn't have to be all the time, but when it does show up, it does change things around a bit for you. Okay, or your mindset or your perspective. Okay. So, all tied up, very much connected to the Eight of Swords energy, like I said, and that could be very much connected to overthinking. Swords energy is the mind, the clarity of the mind. Okay. So, getting tied up or overly stressing about something could create a lot of ideas that haven't even happened, but there's a fear or there's a pattern of self-sabotaging thoughts or of limited mindset. The thinking man is saying here, or the thinking person is saying, well, you can control this. Okay, you can control your mind, you can control your perception. And the way that you can do this is by clearly understanding that you are the person that can shift your perspective on what's happening on the outside. So every single thing that may be happening externally doesn't require this energy of you stressing out. You stress because you choose to stress. You see what I'm saying? This is saying, you know, stay calm and confident and allow yourself to lean into your yin energy when you feel you get too tied up or caught up in your own mind and in your own, you know, perception of something, which may be very different than the reality of what was said, done, or etc. Okay. So remember, Queen of Cups is secure, not insecure. So let's see what else is coming through. You could be an empath. You could be the type of person who tends to absorb people's energy. And maybe it's not even your stress, but you absorb other people's stress and drama. And this is saying you got to let go of that. Okay. Because that can hold you back, so to speak. There is a part of you that's very nurturing and you want to help other people, perhaps, but being consumed in their own delusion or drama is not going to help you any. All right. If I were you, I would have a little black tourmaline crystal in my pocket, especially if you are in a career, okay, or in an industry where you deal with a lot of people or deal with a lot of drama, okay? Or if you are going to visit a family member and you know that, there may be a lot of drama there, okay? They just might be that type of person. Then carry the little black tourmaline in your pocket. You could also get yourself a bracelet, things like that. Little things, doesn't have to cost a lot, but it's the intention of repelling that lower vibrational energy, especially if you feel that you're an empath. Okay. All right. Last but not least, look at that. That's the one that wants to come out for you here. So let's see what that says. It says sinking in lack. Validation confirmation on the Eight of Swords and the trapped energy here. Trapped, all tied up. See? Sinking in lack says you are being called to realize that the real resources are right at your fingertips. Interesting, because the thinking person at their fingertips is a clear quartz. So being able to see something clearly, the resources that you have are in your fingertips. You just need to lean into your yin energy and sort out all this mental script or narrative or pattern that you may have and that you may resort to time and time again, because it's hard for you to snap out of that at times. Okay. So this is saying, the Queen of Cups is saying, well, no, I understand that being in the energy of calm confidence is nurturing for me, is giving back to my self care. And it also gives you an opportunity to realize certain things. Okay. And lead with a sense of emotional maturity, emotional intelligence, and feel emotionally secure. Okay. Because then, if you feel like you're anchored and centered and calm, then you can think in a calmer, clearer way. This also says here, sinking in lack, it says you have the ability and the support to face anything, whether you feel financially pinched, emotionally down, or physically off. Those are just your inner dramas of self doubts acting up. Validation confirmation here. Eight of Cups with all tied up. It says, let go of the unnecessary fears, which is what I talked about this release here with the Eight of Swords. And it says, smile at life and keep moving forward. All right, so that's what I have here for you moving forward. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, so looking at the glass half full rather than half empty will be a very key part of keeping yourself calm, cool, collected, and feeling secure and stable in whatever may be happening around you or within your mind. Okay. Moving forward, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to share my YouTube channel link with like-minded souls, and I'll see you soon. Moving forward, just pick 3 of your closest friends today and share my YouTube channel link with them so they too could come and take part of the free 5-minute mini readings or the content on my channel. Moving forward, let me know if these messages resonate. If they don't resonate right now at this moment in time, they may resonate at a later time. All right, up next, we have Moving Light 11. Moving Light 11 is the last person here on the list. So, intuitive friends, if you weren't able to make it this time around, just be sure to come back next time, okay? Because I do this quite frequently here on my channel. So don't forget to come and take part and participate if you so choose to. All right, intuitive friends, up next we have Light 11 Q4D. Thank you so much for stopping by. I also want to give a special shout out and thanks to Ascending Universal Butterfly for donating and volunteering her time to be a channel moderator here on the Lexa Tarot channel. So thank you so much, Butterfly, as well as others of you who are members in the membership tiers, and those being T, Butterfly, and Tamika, who passed by today. And also for those of you who donate to the channel through super stickers or super chats. All right, let's take a look here, Light 11. All right, before I go to Light 11, let's see if Moving Forward may have left a note here. Moving Forward said, this is so true. Thanks. You're very welcome. I'm happy this resonated for you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Up next, we have Light 11. Light 11. Let's see what's coming through for you, my dear. Light 11, just a reminder that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Okay. So let's see what your guides want you to know or what may be showing up for you here in regards to maybe energy surrounding you at this moment in time. You have the Two of Wands with the High Priestess and the Four of Cups here, okay? There may have been something in the past or recent past, or maybe recently, that you've been feeling out of sorts about. Whether it's there was a lack of enthusiasm, that something may have happened in the past or recent past with this energy of the Two of Wands, where you may have felt here with the Four of Cups that either your blessings have been blocked or there's been a energy here of disappointment or disillusionment. Okay. It even could be here fearing the unknown, fearing the next step, not knowing what to do next. The Two of Wands says here, you have or you have in the past or recent past, or maybe you are currently analyzing. Maybe you're analyzing now or analyzed in the past or recent past and said to yourself, how can I shift either my perspective or how can I change my lack of enthusiasm or my lack of interest in something that may have made me pivot in a new direction or maybe placing me in an energy where I have to reconsider either a new direction or a new way of doing something here. And that is placing you in this energy where you need to think about, well, how do I plan? What do I need to do? What can I decide upon here on what possibilities do I have in front of me? What am I going to say goodbye to? Or what path am I going to say goodbye to that is going to benefit me in going into a new direction? Okay. So that being said here, the Two of Wands could be one of the two. It could be you choosing which path you want to go to right now. And before choosing it, there's an energy here of planning for it, looking at it a little deeper and saying to yourself, well, what's inspiring me? What is my ambition? What is firing me up? Where is my drive pointing me towards? Which new direction? Or you looking at the pros and the cons of something here, looking at the two sides of the coin to see what best suits you or what best ignites your passion with the Two of Wands. Okay. So, what I'm also getting here is you allowing yourself to embrace change. But before you move towards making a decision of the change, which is the Three of Wands, you're not there yet. You're in the Two of Wands energy. But the first part is the planning process of it, right? So there is this energy here where you are either planning or choosing or figuring out, taking a look at two paths or two things before moving forward. Your intuition is going to be a key role or a key tool to what this may be or how you may want to pursue this. Okay. So, High Priestess, your intuition, your ability to lean into your yin energy, shutting down the internal noise and the external noise and just being present at the moment so that you can gauge where your intuition, your higher calling, your gut level feeling, your sixth senses may be alerting you towards or pointing you towards. Remember, we all have free will. So there could be suggestions, signs, symbols, synchronicities that may be shown through meditation, through dreams, through you working with your inner knowing and your gut level feeling, your hunches, in order to figure something out here with the Two of Wands. There could be some choices up ahead. Or if you already made the choice, this is you now embarking on the change, doing, kind of like in a way, checking off the list in your plan. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is coming through here for you. Light 11Q4D. Let's see more details. Look at that. Your heart, angel of love. Your heart, which is yin energy, and your intuition. So your heart's desires, wands energy, the fire and the desire in your heart, along with your intuition, you put them together, and it's going to allow you to see something here a lot clearer, or embrace the change that may be coming or that you are creating. All right. This could mean a relocation, whether it's that you're thinking about relocating from a city, town, state, country, whether this could be connected to career, so changing jobs or changing residence or location. But that could also be at play here. There may be something that's calling your desire to make a move. That could be a physical relocation or move, or it could be a change in focus, or realigning yourself to a new path or a new industry or a new passion, or add in addition to something here. Okay. If this is in love, meaning romantic love, if you are single, this could be talking about that there has been a time here where you've been very disillusioned in love. Okay. There's this sense of like things have, there's something lackluster in it. Maybe there was a breakup, separation, or divorce. And now you're like, you know what? I've licked my wounds, I've healed, and I'm really open to the possibility of connecting with someone who I feel compatible to, someone who also understands your yin energy, okay, your divine yin energy, your desires, and where you want to see yourself in the future. If you are already in a connection here, light 1111, you could be thinking about something here. You want some type of change or ignited passion in the connection that you may already have. Okay. Last but not least, let's see what else is coming through for you. All right, light 11Q4D. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and keep subscribing to the channel. Please feel free to share my YouTube channel link with 3 of your closest friends today who you feel may benefit not only from the content on my channel, but also here with the readings that I do give on my channel. Last but not least, light 11Q4D, your last and final card. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section. Fresh opening. Like I said, there seems to be a fresh change or a possibility here where you're starting to move in a new direction, or you're planning. Okay, you're looking ahead at something here. Okay, your intuition is going to help guide you in whatever this is. You may be even, kind of be a little bit more quiet about something too. It's like you're in this quiet moment. Maybe you're not physically doing a lot. Maybe there isn't a lot of physical movement, but there's a lot of movement in figuring something out or planning for the next step. So fresh opening here says destiny has opened up a new door for you. Validation confirmation here coming up with the Two of Wands. Like I said, embracing change. It says, let yourself dive into this fresh life. Open your heart fully. Validation confirmation on the angel of love. Like I said, your heart's desire. and leaning not only into your heart's desire, but also leaning into your yin energy and paying attention. What is it telling you? Okay. It says, and welcome this gift you deserve. Look at that. Two different cards, two different decks, same posture. Okay. Same posture. One has a heart and the other one has what looks like fire, which is wands. Okay. Yin and yang energy. Okay. This one has heart. Heart is connected to yin energy. And this looks like light, fire. Okay. So yin and yang. That being said, Light 11Q4D. I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe to the channel, continue to subscribe, and I'll see you soon. A special thanks to all my members who've stopped by today. We got T, Butterfly, Tamika, and of course, our volunteer moderator here on the channel, Ascending Universal Butterfly. Thank you so much for your love, loyalty, and support. And for those of you who are subscribed to the channel and who are sharing the channel with others, thank you so much, intuitive friends, and I'll see you next time.